We are but one celestial body in the solar system that orbits our sun. Our solar system, however massive it may appear, is but a speck on the outer arm of the Milky Way galaxy. Our galaxy is an even smaller part of the vast, seemingly endless span of space that we call the universe. Galaxies of many types are scattered throughout the universe. A galaxy is a huge collection of gas, dust, and billions of stars that gather in some kind of formation. There are billions of stars within each galaxy, and billions of galaxies throughout the universe. Edwin Hubble created a diagram that helps astronomers classify types of galaxies as either elliptical, barred spiral, or irregular. Galaxies start out as elliptical galaxies, according to Hubble. These galaxies are round, sphere-like balls of dust, gas, and stars. Some are flatter, more disc-shaped, while others are rounder. Elliptical galaxies transform into spiral galaxies or barred spiral galaxies. Spiral galaxies, fittingly, have a spiral shape. There is a large cluster of stars at the center of the galaxy called a bulge. The arms of the galaxy swing out from the bulge and rotate around it. There are also barred spiral galaxies, which are much like spiral galaxies. A bar stretches across the bulge, usually breaking off into two large arms that rotate around it. Not all barred spiral galaxies have only two arms, however. Our very own galaxy, the Milky Way, is thought to be a barred spiral galaxy. We do not know this for certain because we are not able to travel far enough away from our own galaxy to get an aerial view. Another type of galaxy, less common than the others, are called irregular galaxies. These galaxies have no recognizable shape and appear to be a glowing blob in the sky. They can sometimes resemble an elliptical galaxy, but with a less uniform shape. It is also thought that galaxies that are close in proximity might one day converge and mesh into one. This is known as galactic cannibalism. The universe is filled with so many celestial wonders, and galaxies are but one of them. Thanks to our deep space telescopes and other technology, we are able to gaze into the expanse that is our universe.
The Milky Way galaxy, our celestial home, is unimaginably immense. 100,000 light-years across, 1,000 light-years deep, and it may contain as many as 200 billion stars. But even more amazing is the fact that there may be at least 100 billion other galaxies out there. Is all this simply more than the human brain can comprehend? When we gaze into the night sky, every single star we see is in the Milky Way galaxy. Its name comes from the ancient Greeks who dubbed the white streak across the heavens a river of milk, a sparkling trail thought to be spilt by the gods. Not surprisingly, it was a Greek astronomer and philosopher who finally solved the mystery of this odd formation. Democritus, for the first time in recorded history in the 4th century BC, suggested that the Milky Way was actually billions of distant stars. It was a revolutionary concept, and one that would not be proven until nearly 2,000 years later, when Galileo trained his telescope onto this strange white band crossing the sky. The Milky Way, like all galaxies, is a complex system of stars, planets, clouds of gas, and other matter, all bound together by gravity. The Sun and our solar system are estimated to be 26,000 light-years from the center of the Milky Way. We are but a tiny speck located in an outer arm of the spiral called the Orion Arm. It's those spirals that we see as streaks through the sky. Like everything else in the galaxy, we are orbiting the center, moving at a rate of 155 miles every second. But even at that incredibly high speed, it will take us nearly 250 million years to complete just one orbit. Scientists estimate the age of our galaxy to be around 13.6 billion years old, give or take 800 million years. That means the Milky Way is almost as old as the universe itself, and was under construction almost immediately following the Big Bang. Although it can't be seen or detected, dark matter makes up 90% of most galaxies. Even though scientists can only observe our galaxy from the inside, using radio telescopes, satellite imagery, and some very complex physics, they now have a pretty good idea what a journey through the Milky Way might be like. A traveler from the outer reaches of space would first reach the halo, a vast but sparsely populated outer edge. This region is home to some of the Milky Way's most ancient stars. Further inward are the spiral disks, a series of arms where most of the galaxy's stars reside, including the Sun, the Solar System, even us. To get to the center of the Milky Way, starting from Earth, would mean heading for the constellation Sagittarius and then continuing on. Finally, our intrepid traveler would reach the center, a terrifying destination. Everything in our galaxy orbits a supersized black hole, a place with matter so dense and gravity so strong that not even light can escape. This black hole at the center of the Milky Way is estimated to contain as much matter as 2 million suns. Researchers theorize that as the Milky Way moves through space, at a speed estimated to be somewhere between 80 and 600 miles per second, it's still growing, swallowing up smaller galaxies as well as wayward stars and clouds of gas, remnants of galaxies long past. Right now, a galaxy called Sagittarius Dwarf is orbiting the Milky Way. Our galaxy's gravity is stretching it into an irregular shape. It's estimated that Sagittarius Dwarf, 1,000th the size of the Milky Way, will be consumed by our own galaxy in 750 million years. Even the giant Andromeda galaxy is heading our way at nearly 80 miles per second. It's expected to collide with the Milky Way and create a giant new elliptical galaxy. Fortunately for us, that won't happen for at least 2.5 billion years. Somewhere in the Milky Way, about 6 new stars form every year. So far, for the human race, exploring the Milky Way galaxy by traveling through it has been impossible. But that doesn't mean we can't take a look around. NASA's 2009 Kepler mission has an audacious objective: to use an orbiting space telescope with the most advanced equipment ever built to search for other Earth-like planets. The Milky Way. We know its stars number in the billions, but with advances in satellite and imaging technology, scientists are convinced that more than just stars are out there, maybe other solar systems like ours. They hope to prove that our galaxy is more than just fascinating and dynamic. It may be teeming with life as well.